Alright, I picked up the soldering iron some time ago when I first started taking soldering a little more seriously. I was using cheaper soldering irons from like places like Walmart and Radio Shack and stuff. And I couldn't afford a Hakko bench unit yet. And I realized a lot of the soldering irons I was using would heat up the components more than it would actually melt the solder and get really good joints. So I read really good reviews on this. And surprisingly, this battery power unit was better than any of the soldering irons I bought from anywhere. They're like the $20 and $30 soldering irons. This one worked better than those. You get about an hour worth of usage on 4 AA batteries, and it just does a great job. It gets to, if I remember correctly, it gets to 600 degrees Fahrenheit, 300 degrees Celsius, and it's just a great little unit. Let me see. It's easy. You just pull this latch right here at the bottom, slide it off. I have 4 brand new batteries here. I'm going to show you how well it works by just soldering a few LEDs to some prototyping board. Oops, ooh. Alright, the orientation is right here, how the battery should go right on the side of it. So these go this way. These go this way. You get about an hour and a half if you use like lithium or nickel, any of the rechargeable ones. It's a little longer. So you slide that puppy back in, lock the latch back, pull off the protective lid, and crank it on. Alright. Honestly, I can't remember how long this thing takes to heat up, so I'm just going to give it a little bit of time to do its thing. Then while that's heating up, I'm going to go on and grab this. And the reason I decided to do this review video was because this is a puppy just been collecting dust, and I wanted to use it a little more. And I just feel like it's just such a waste to have it sitting around. So what I actually want to do, instead of using AA rechargeable batteries, I do want to use some salvage lithium cells. And I want to see if there's any way to increase this thing's power. I think it maxes out at 600 degrees. My Hakko right here maxes out at, I believe, 690 degrees. It's a max for that. So if I can get this to the max of that, that'd be freaking awesome. So after I show you guys how well this thing solders, we're going to go in and tear it down to see the internal components, and I'm going to show you how to change the tips and stuff as well. So I'm going to go in and grab a couple of LEDs. So let me try that again with this awkward angle, so you guys can actually see how, because I'm kind of, there we go. Boom. Boom. Isn't that pretty sweet? That thing does a really good job really quick. Ignore this one. Just look at this one. See, that's pretty good soldering right there, right? It looks pretty darn good. Not this one. This one's shit, because I messed up. This one's good. Alright. Now, crank this puppy off. Let it cool down and take it apart. So we're just going to take it apart in this video. I'm not going to do any type of alterations in this video. I just want to do a quick review on it because I really love this little thing. It's so crazy that something that runs on AA batteries is better than something that plugs directly into the wall. Those cheap ones you get from like Radio Shack, Walmart, places like that. Because it heats up pretty fast and it gets the job done, man. You get a good hour out of AA batteries in this thing, man. 4 AA batteries. Let's see if this tip is cool. Yes, it is. It cools down pretty fast. So, battery holder, cover, and if you want to replace the tip, it's just a little twist like that to the right and pulls out. Put that to the side. Now, the most I spent on soldering iron before this was $40, and I was never happy with any of those, the $40 and below. And I finally just saved up a little dough and got a Hakko for all my tinkering and stuff, and I've been just happy about it this whole time, man. Even just the $30 spent on this has been freaking great, man. Before this, it was a struggle, my friend. Oh, was it? Okay. So 5 screws, all down one side, and this puppy just lifts right out. There's that side, and And here are the innards. Oh wow, this thing is nothing, man. Check out that. There's not much in there. So, looks like there's just a negative and positive terminal that touches this. Looks like it's positive and negative. So negative and positive right here. Ran to like to a 3-prong switch. There is a resistor in there. I can't tell which one. And is that I don't know what that is. So what I'm going to do is before making a battery pack that's a higher voltage and all that kind of extra stuff, what I'm going to do first is I'm going to get my bench power supply, and I'm just going to slowly crank up the voltage and see if that impacts the actual heat output for this, just by increasing the voltage. Alright folks, like I said, this is a great soldering iron if you're working with something like a soldering iron from Radio Shack or Walmart and you're just not happy with it. For 31 bucks, you can get this off of Amazon. If you have Prime, you get it to your house in 2 days. And this does it gets the job done. Not like it just gets the job done. It's great. If I didn't have my Hakko bench supply, I would be still using this. Like, I love the bench unit. Mainly because it heats up super fast. I've never had a problem soldering anything with this puppy. You can easily change out the tips. I mean, just like on this, it's just, Hakko's just a great brand, man. But you can't beat 30 bucks. So if you're just getting into soldering, you're just getting into like the DIY community, and you want a good soldering iron, and you're tired of the ones you're working with, grab one of these puppies. And if you don't want to keep buying AA batteries, because like I said, they only last an hour, go ahead and pick yourself up some rechargeable batteries. In my next video, my goal will be to get the Hakko, this one, the battery power one, to the same temp as my bench unit. So my bench unit gets to 690 degrees, this battery unit gets to 600 degrees, and I want to try to increase the voltage and remove that limitation. As always folks, thanks for watching and have a great day.